everyone, let's have a quick little chat about I Shall Wear Midnight, the 38th book in the Discworld series and the 4th in the Tiffany Aching sub-series. Now this is not a good starter book. You don't have to have read all the other Discworld novels, but you should have read the other Tiffany Aching books and maybe know about the witches. But what's this about? Tiffany Aching is a young woman now, and we followed her growing up, becoming a witch, learning how to be a witch, and coming back home and being a witch there, and also having a lot of other adventures. Now she's at the age where you should be interested in boys. Everybody is talking about putting up a family and getting together. There are village things that happen, but Tiffany's boyfriend, the Baron's son, got himself a fiancée. It's basically been obvious that they wouldn't get together, but they've been friends since childhood. They've been outsiders. She a witch, he the Baron's son, who's the ruler of the area, is of course, they were friends. They're still friends. But now she's dealing with him having a fiancée. The fiancé, by the way, is also a little bit jealous of Tiffany, which causes trouble later on. But the story starts with a festival, and then the rough music starts, as they call it, which basically means there is this father who beat up his daughter, and everybody is all upset and then gathers and goes to beat up the father. But Tiffany, being a witch, knows that this is not going to go well and she has to take care of it. And that's what she's doing. She's taking care of the things. And this is a lot about the Tiffany Aching books, that we see what witching actually means. Taking care of the little things, keeping people going and keeping them alive and protect them from doing something stupid sometimes. Witching in this world has a lot less to do with magic than you might expect. Or rather, it's about not using magic. But you could, if it's necessary, and Tiffany can, and she does. In this book, we follow her stumbling through a lot of changes in the village, in her life, also in the community. A major change is that the rough music in the beginning is also affecting the idea that people have about witches. There is an evil idea coming out that witches are bad and they're wicked people, and this is following her around. Of course, there is a reason here and she has to deal with it, and it's lovely and well done. I highly recommend reading the Tiffany Aching books if you are not that far interested in starting the whole Discworld series into major high fantasy, but want something that is a little bit more, well, not light-hearted, because Tiffany really has to deal with stuff, but a little bit more explanatory, because the Tiffany Aching books are written for young readers. They explain it a little bit more. They are more about young people than the grown-ups, and they're also the difficulties of life. But what I really like about the Tiffany Aching books is that they always give you the background of what being a witch actually means. You see behind the curtain, you see also the other witches that we know from the series, from the point of an not really outsider, but from a younger perspective. I love that. I highly recommend this book. If you've read the others, if not, start with the Tiffany Aching series. And now, of course, I want to hear from you. Have you read any of the Discworld novels by now? Have you read this one? Did you enjoy it? Do you enjoy the Tiffany Aching series? Let's talk in comments. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.